What's up, Nail Geeks, and welcome back to I cannot say a wildflower lacquer, or I can't even say welcome back. Welcome to the first official Royla Lee video on my channel for her new collection. I'm super pumped for these. If you did not know, Wildflower Lacquer is no more. It has rebranded and spread its phoenix wings onto be Royla Lee. And this is Taylor's new direction, for lack of better words. I don't like speaking for other people, especially when it comes to like art and stuff. But I do believe that the brand is based off of her grandma. That's the name where the name comes from. And we still have beautiful wildflower lacquer magic here, people. This is still Taylor, the wizard, the genius behind this brand. And we have some beautiful magical shimmers to check out here too. Royla is going to be continuing on with the Polish for Paws each release. So we will have a charity polish benefiting animals in a sanctuary of some type. This release, we are going to do the Amphibian and Reptile Conservancy. arcprotects.org. I will have that linked below. That's where the proceeds for this month's Polished for Paws are going to go. And we also have a 2025 suicide awareness polish that is based after Taylor's grandpa, who lost battle with depression in 2005. So this is a super awesome charity polish that it's beautiful, but we will also be seeing that in proceeds of that. Just to double check myself so I'm not wrong. $6 is going to be split between the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention and to the East Tennessee Foundation. This is, it is something that I do think needs to be talked about. I personally do suffer with depression and anxiety myself. Very much have panic disorder myself. It is something that needs to be talked about. Mental health is very important. It's very important to just keep the awareness, because I don't think enough is talked about for it. So we do have that to check out. And I do have the new collection, which is the Era of Elegance set. This is a little bit of I don't know, to me, the vibe is so spot on for what Taylor was going for. It's got this vintagey type feel to it. Just vintage. That's the best way I can describe it. If you join the Royla Lee Facebook group, I will link that also in the description box. You can see the inspirations and all that fun stuff there too. So I'm going to quit yammering. Let's dive in and check out the polishes. Starting this off with Luxe. This is a taupe base with blue to purple shifting shimmer and scattered holographic effect. This is one of my top picks in the set. It is gorgeous, and I typically don't reach for neutrals myself, as they tend to play up against my skin tone most of the time as more unflattering, if I'm honest. But Luxe has that gorgeous blue shimmer, and it's very cool toned. So if you're like me and you're very warm undertoned, I think this will pop ridiculously well on you too. Honestly, I think this will be flattering across skin tones in general. I'm going to suggest 3 coats. It is creamy, smooth on application, easy to build up. Those of you rocking shorties, you may be able to get away with 2 coats, your preference on that. And it dried down semi-flat, so I think any top coat is perfect. Chiffon is another one of my top picks for this release. This is a pink base with pink to gold microflake shimmer. I said on my giveaway video that I'm very picky on pinks. I said it on my BCB video as well when I recommended that hot pink. And I'm going to say it on this one too. This is another stunning pink. This is giving me spring type of vibes, Valentine's vibes. It is one of those types of pinks that pops ridiculously well on medium to deep skin tones. So don't shy away from this one if you're a pink lover like myself. I'm going to suggest 3 thin coats for it. Now, it does have a crelly type of vibe in how it builds up. Don't overwork this one. Otherwise, you're going to get a touch of just dragging a little bit. So let the brush do the work for you and go up to 3 super thin coats. It will dry down quite flat, so use a good thicker glossy top coat. Cameo is a dark salmon orange base with blue to purple shifting shimmer. This one is one of those orangey types of reds that's going to play up against your respective skin tone. Me, of course, because me being so warm undertoned, I thought it leaned just a touch on the more orangey side, almost like a Texas grapefruit type of base color, if that makes sense. I chose to take it up to 3 coats and a glossy top coat. This will dry down on the more flat side because it's packed full of shimmer, so use a good glossy top coat. Those of you rocking any type of free edge that is colored, whether natural or not, I'm going to suggest a blurring base if that bugs you. Regal is a red base with red shimmer. I have been binging the podcast Critical Role, so this one had me consistently thinking of Sam. If you know, you know. Regal is what I would classify as being a very vintage type of red. This is giving me like, I felt like I was a teenager putting on polish with this one. And I mean that in the best way possible. It's just got that type of vibe to it. It has a bit of a pearly type of almost metallic feel in how it applies, and it's a touch squishy. So if you choose to go up to 3 coats like me, go in thin. Otherwise, I think 2 normal coats would work too. This dried down semi-flat, so again, any top coat's perfect. Patina is a mulberry base with gold shimmer. This is another one of those polishes that I swore up and down it was probably a magnetic, and I missed a couple of magnetics in December, so I might be on more of a paranoid kick. It's not, I promise. So patina is a metallic, almost chrome type of finish as you build it up. I thought 2 coats was the best for opacity. I don't see anyone really needing to go up to 3 coats. It is quite metallic-y and true chrome-like, so you don't want to overwork this one to prevent any potential streaks. Heirloom is a mint green with purple to pink to gold to green shifting shimmer. Heirloom has a curly type of formula to it. It's got that bounce squish type of factor. On that first coat here, you can kind of get that idea. So you'll want to allow that beautiful wide brush to do the work for you. Don't overwork it, just minimal brush strokes as much as possible. Now I chose to go up to 3 light coats with it, and I thought it popped the best on my nails, and it prevented any potential bald spots that I, again, have very big nails. So if you have more narrow nails, you might be able to get away with 2 coats. So again, this one's going to really depend on your individual preferences. Thimble is a purple base with silvery purple to blue shifting shimmer. Now this is straight up chrome action and also PS not magnetic. It built up beautifully opaque at 2 coats. Now I'm going to suggest going in light once again on your brush strokes to prevent any potential streaks. It is wonderful. I really dig chrome polishes. I think they're very underrated. And this one is very interesting in that it's almost like a multi-chrome. At some more extreme angles, I did see this beautiful lavender shift. You can kind of see it on my macro shot here. It's, I don't know, it's a bit glowy and just very interesting overall. Opalescent is a clear base with green to aqua to blue to purple and almost pink shifting shimmer at some of the most extreme angles. Opalescent is very true to its name. It's what I would describe as being a milky type of finish. Not so much sheer. I don't want to say it's a straight up sheer, but it is on the milky light type of vibe going on here. If you have natural nails, colored free edge on your falsies, what have you, you might be able to see through it. So if that bugs you, again, my disclaimer applies here, a blurring base or even a soft white base would cover that up. But overall, this allows that beautiful shimmer to shine through. It is very strong and very shifty in person. Keepsake is a powder blue base with purple to pink microflake shimmer. This one was really interesting, and I do so love these types of finishes. We've seen a couple back when we had wildflower finishes. It's flirting with being an almost foil finish, but we can obviously see that we've got microflakes going here. So you'll get that glistening, water sunshine looking effect. I chose to take this one up to 3 light coats just to even out each of my layers. You might be able to get away with 2 normal coats depending on how you polish, but I liked that 3 thin coat appearance. If you do apply it the way I did, make sure you're going in light on your top coat. That way you don't have too much polish and you have over buildup, and you'll prevent that. This does have a wonderful purple shift at angles. Antique is a tan base with a shimmer of pink and red, along with a scattered holographic effect and a linear holographic effect. Antique is another type of neutral that is going to absolutely play up against your skin tone. Against myself, I almost felt like it leaned pretty, almost like a straight up true nude against my skin tone. So Depending on what yours is and your undertones, all that good stuff is going to depend on that too. I chose to take it up to 3 light coats to build it up, though I can see you getting away with 2 normal coats. So once again, your preference. This is really interesting with the little pink flecks going throughout the polish itself. It dries down really flat and metallic-like. So depending on your top coat of choice, you may help it out with a glitter smoothing layer. Newt Scootin Boogie is our first polish for paws of this year. It's a dark green base with coppery red to gold shimmer and holographic flakes. It does state in our PR information, this one may stain. And I do want to note I did have staining on my falsies after using this one. It wasn't super just awful to remove. It was nothing a little bit of acetone couldn't take off, but I figured it was worth noting. This is very glowy, almost multi-chrome in how it appears on the nail. I think mostly you're going to see that nice copper glow on the inside, like what you see on my swatches in the video here. At the most extreme angles, there is a lovely gold shift, like on my macro shot. No texture or anything from those flakes, so any top coat works well. Deamflum is our suicide awareness polish. This is an indigo tinted base with gold to green shifting shimmer. This is probably my third top pick at least. It is very, very shifty and just shimmery overall. It's got that unicorn type of iridescent effect going on. It is what I would also classifying as almost milky type. Not necessarily super sheer, but it is light on that opacity factor. So if that bugs you with your visible nail line, all that good stuff, you know the drill, a blurring base of some sort, or even an undie, I think would work really well with this. I think a periwinkle or cornflower cream underneath this would look amazing. And we're going to wrap this up with the Will It Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. Lots of shimmer here, so of course most of these are going to work. Luxe looked amazing over black. I think you might be able to get creative with that. Chiffon is, in my opinion, I don't know. I personally didn't care for it. But then again, I just don't want to subtract any of that pink. Cameo is amazing over black. You have a lot of versatility with this, especially over burgundies, maybe even purples. Regal looks really cool over black too. It's very vampy and I think it works really well. Patina, same thing. I think it looked really cool over black, but personally I didn't see too much of a difference. Heirloom is, I don't know, it's very curly. So if you do topper it, maybe go with matchy match colors. Thimble is entirely too opaque. I personally would not do it. I think it's a waste of time. Opalescent, you can get hella creative with this one, just like Cameo. I think it's going to look fantastic over tons of colors. Same thing with Keepsake, but keep in mind that it is very tinted on the base color. Antique also worked really well over black. I think this would look really cool over neutral colors. Newt Scootin Boogie, yeah, it worked over black, but that green is very tinted. So again, just keep that in mind. And Deamflum is wonderful as a topper. I think it works ridiculously well too. So this launch is going to be up for an uncapped pre-order starting January 10th at 10 a.m. Central Time, and it's going to run until January 19th at 6 p.m. Central Time. So you can grab the collection, you can grab the Suicide Awareness Polish, and you can also grab the Polish for Paws for this release. And a big bonus, let me scroll down, make sure I have my information correct. Also dropping with all of this is the, let me grab my stuff here. She has these adorable, don't break it. She has these adorable, this is the little box that it will come in. She's got these adorable mirrors here. You can see I got sent the kitty one and I love it so much. It's so cute. You open it up and it's a dual-sided mirror here. And you can see that. It's very cute. I tend to be one of those people that I like to have a small mirror in my hand when I do my makeup. But these mirrors, and then I think there's 2 others. Swatchers were sent them randomly. I'm so happy I got the kitty cat one. I love it so much. You can grab these for $8 if you wanted to grab one onto your order. They're super cute. I don't know if you can kind of see that. If the video is crap quality when I get to editing, I will have my flat lay of it so you all can see it in a finer detail format. So you can grab the mirrors along with your polishes to have traveling companions to your home. And I will link you all below to Royla Lee's website. And I'll also link you to the Facebook group. I believe it's the same Facebook group. They just changed the name of it. If you have not joined that, you can interact with Taylor. She's super fun and see additional swatches, information, all that fun stuff. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.